It's official. The Dallas Cowboys have just pulled off one of the most shocking moves of the NFL offseason by acquiring tight end David Njoku in a blockbuster trade that has sent shockwaves through the league and lit up headlines across the football world. This deal, finalized late last night and confirmed by multiple sources this morning, marks a turning point in the Cowboys' strategy, signaling that they are going all in for a championship run in 2025. Fans woke up to the stunning news, and reactions have ranged from disbelief to outright jubilation. David Njoku, one of the most dynamic and physically gifted tight ends in the league, is heading to Dallas after years with the Cleveland Browns, where he developed into a reliable target and a red zone nightmare for opposing defenses. The Cowboys' front office, led by Jerry Jones, made this move with the clear intention of supercharging their offense and giving quarterback Dak Prescott another high-powered weapon. Insiders say negotiations for Njoku had been quietly underway for weeks, but the final agreement came together quickly in the past 48 hours, with both teams agreeing on a multi-asset package that includes draft picks and a rotational defensive player heading to Cleveland. This is not just a roster upgrade, this is a statement. Jerry Jones and the Cowboys brass are telling the rest of the NFL that Dallas is not content with just making the playoffs. They want a Super Bowl, and they want it now. Bringing in a proven playmaker like Njoku is a massive step toward that goal. At 6'4", 246 pounds, with elite speed and a catch radius that makes defensive coordinators lose sleep, Njoku is the type of player who can instantly tilt the field in Dallas's favor. The reaction from the locker room has been explosive. Dak Prescott reportedly called Njoku the moment the deal was announced and welcomed him with excitement, saying, "Let's go win a ring." Offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer is already drawing up plays to integrate Njoku into the system, and early indications are that he will be heavily featured in both traditional tight end sets and as a slot mismatch nightmare. His ability to stretch the field vertically and run crisp routes over the middle makes him an ideal complement to the Cowboys' current receiving corps. Fans in Dallas are ecstatic. Social media erupted overnight with hashtags like Njoku2Dallas and Cowboys Nation buzzing with excitement. Memes, tributes, and bold predictions flooded timelines as Cowboys supporters welcomed their new star. Outside at&T Stadium this morning, a few fans even gathered with handmade signs, chanting, "Super Bowl or bust." There's a palpable sense of energy and momentum surging through the fan base, with many calling this the most impactful move the team has made in years. For Njoku himself, the change of scenery appears to be exactly what he needed. Sources close to the tight end say he's thrilled to join the Cowboys and views this opportunity as the beginning of a new chapter. He's hungry, motivated, and eager to prove that he belongs in the conversation with the elite tight ends of the NFL. In a brief video shared by his agent, Njoku simply said, "Dallas, let's get it," flashing a big smile and holding up the iconic blue and silver jersey for the first time. Analysts are already debating how this move shifts the balance of power in the NFC. With a healthy Prescott, a reinvigorated run game, and a defense that already ranks among the best in the league, the addition of Njoku could be the missing piece. ESPN's Marcus Spears, a former Cowboy himself, said, "This is what championship-caliber franchises do. They identify a need, find a playmaker, and go get him." Njoku is a game-changer, plain and simple. Defensive coordinators around the league now face a nightmare scenario. With CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, and now David Njoku all demanding attention, it's nearly impossible to double cover everyone. Expect to see defenses stretched thin, safeties caught in mismatches, and plenty of big plays downfield. What's perhaps even more exciting for Cowboys fans is the long-term potential of this move. Njoku is not just a rental. The Cowboys have reportedly begun discussions on a long-term extension that would keep him in Dallas for years to come. While nothing is finalized, sources say both sides are optimistic about reaching an agreement soon. That means this isn't just a splash for 2025, it's a foundation for sustained success. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, the reaction has been mixed. While some Browns fans understand the logic behind the trade, especially with the team looking to retool and invest in younger talent, others are devastated to lose one of their most electrifying offensive players. Cleveland's front office issued a statement thanking Njoku for his contributions and wishing him well, but it's clear this was a tough pill to swallow for a fan base that had grown deeply attached to him. The broader NFL community is watching closely. The Cowboys have made headlines in recent years with bold drafts and aggressive offseason moves, but this might be the clearest sign yet that they are willing to do whatever it takes to reclaim their place among the league's elite. After decades of playoff frustration, fans are desperate for a return to glory, and moves like this feed the belief that the tide is finally turning. Training camp will now take on even greater significance. All eyes will be on how quickly Njoku gels with Prescott, how he learns the system, and how the coaching staff utilizes his unique skill set. Don't be surprised if he becomes the go-to option in key third-down situations and a red zone monster from day one. For Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, this is also a legacy move. At 81 years old, Jones has made it clear that he wants another Super Bowl title before stepping away from the game. In recent interviews, he's spoken passionately about his desire to bring a championship back to Dallas, and the Njoku trade is a clear indication that he's not waiting around for next year. The time is now. This trade also impacts the dynamic within the tight end room in Dallas. With younger players like Jake Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot still developing, Njoku's arrival provides a mentor and a standard for what elite play at the position looks like. Expect competition in camp to be fierce, with everyone raising their level to match the intensity and professionalism that Njoku brings. Media coverage of this move is expected to dominate the sports news cycle for days. NFL Network, ESPN, and local Dallas stations are all leading with Njoku's arrival, and beat reporters are already lining up for exclusive interviews. Fan podcasts are buzzing with excitement, and season ticket inquiries have reportedly spiked in the hours since the announcement. Even rival teams have taken notice. A source close to the Philadelphia Eagles reportedly said, "They just made our job a whole lot harder." Division games between the Cowboys and Eagles are already some of the most anticipated matchups of the season, and with Njoku now in the mix, those games just became even more must-watch. As the dust settles on this bombshell trade, one thing is certain: the Dallas Cowboys just got a whole lot more dangerous. David Njoku brings experience, explosiveness, and a chip on his shoulder, and he's ready to prove that he can be the difference maker on a team that's hungry for success. For fans, this is the kind of bold, decisive action they've been craving. For opponents, it's a warning shot. The Cowboys are done waiting. They're here to win. As minicamps and training sessions ramp up, all eyes will be on how this offense evolves with Njoku in the fold. Will the chemistry with Dak develop quickly? Will defenses adjust? Will Njoku fulfill the enormous expectations now placed upon him? Only time will tell, but if early signs are any indication, this could be the move that turns Dallas into a true Super Bowl contender. So buckle up, Cowboys Nation. The journey to 2025 just got a lot more exciting. David Njoku is in the building, and the mission is clear: bring a championship back to Dallas. The path won't be easy, the competition will be fierce, but with this kind of firepower, belief is soaring across Texas. And if this trade is any indication, the Cowboys might just be getting started.